Welcome to We Dig, a show where we talk about music, food, and celebrate the great culture of Toronto. My name's Leah.
I'm Madeline.
And here's what we dig.
My face turned to red from drinking all that dead water. And again when you said that I was my mother's daughter. Shaky when it comes to me. Shaky but I believe.
My music dig of the day is an album by a band called Wet. They're an indie pop group from Brooklyn. The album is called Don't You. It is a pop album. It's sort of dream pop, but it's got unmistakable R&B vibes in there with some R&B rhythms. So it's a really diverse, relatable album, and I really, really love it. It's lyrically very introspective. A lot of, thinking about maybe love gone wrong or love that you were trying to convince yourself was great but wasn't actually all that great. It's good for working and studying because you can turn it down and it's very mellow. I think this album is great for when you just need to feel some feelings. Take an hour or two, put some headphones on, tune out the world. If you want, get some ice cream, have a cry. You deserve it. Wet is here for you.
Kept saying I just wanted to see it, saying what's wrong with that needle, shaking outlines in a compass. Every outcome such a come down. I knew it when I saw it.
My music dig of the day is Pine Grove with an album called Cardinal. Pine Grove is a rustic indie rock band from New Jersey that has the sound of walking by a barn where you're hearing music and you're like, that's pretty darn good music. And you notice there's a bunch of young kids playing in there and they're kind of killing it. This is the kind of music that has that next door neighbor feeling, that small comfortable town, how you doing, how's it going, come over for some dinner type music. When I listen to this music, I picture glass bottles with candles at the bottom, just lighting up multicolored wine bottles in an empty barn. Circumstances to listen to Pine Grove are in casual get-togethers with friends, so you're probably going to be wearing flannel, maybe even track pants, but there's going to be booze, maybe charcuterie, some snacks, and wine around. So if you like rustic, raw indie rock, Pine Grove, band for you. And now for a special segment that we're calling How to Speak Guyanese. My background is Guyanese on both sides. I'm Portuguese and African Guyanese. And there's some specific phrases and words that I think are pretty entertaining. And actually in one case it's a sound. So I'm gonna go through about 3 phrases that are commonly used in the language. You can, next time you meet somebody who's Guyanese, you can use these words. The first word is a sound that is eh-eh.
Eh-eh.
Eh-eh. Context of is literally subtitle, is that so? Example, you are watching a soap opera with your grandmother and you find out that the killer is in fact the son. And she goes, It's like a really, or is that so? Another common one that I used to hear when I was growing up and you were getting into trouble was the phrase, cut your tail. Now, if it's in a Guyanese accent, it would be cut your tail. If my grandfather or a relative would go, if I come home and this lawn's not mown, I'm gonna cut your tail. Okay? That's what cut your tail is. This one is a fairly straightforward one because it's kind of similar to Irish. And it's referring to somebody as dude or bro or whatever. And the word is bye. So like you'd hear in Ireland or Newfoundland, I's the bye. It's very similar in Guyana that you say, bye, you better look, right? So it's referring to like, bro, pay attention, bye, you better look. That's our lesson in Guyanese for today. I'd like to thank Madeline for giving her best shot at these phrases. And if you know anybody who's Guyanese, now you can speak some of their language.
That was this episode of What We Dig. If you like us, hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. You can also hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I don't know where Laird is. There was a horde of 8-year-old children running, screaming about some bandits. That might have something to do with it, but I don't know. But we'll see you next time.
I'm going to call this game Follow Madeline. Follow Madeline for good light. Don't move. Don't move anything.
This is like the mannequin challenge. I can't.
That's kind of offensive, so I might not use that.
It's not offensive.
There was another one I had. I have one more from my grandmother. She's a big one.
She's a big one. Don't say that.
Yeah. No, I'm
Then
actually.
you're gonna get your tail cut.
Exactly.